Picture a quiet Iowa town on a warm June night in 1912, where families sleep peacefully until a shadow moves through the darkness, wielding an axe. By morning, 8 souls lie dead, their skulls crushed in a house of horrors. The killer vanished, leaving behind a chilling silence and a mystery that still echoes a century later. Who could commit such a brutal act, and why has justice never been served? This is the Villisca Axe Murders, a case that turned a small town into a nightmare. Stay with us as we step into the unknown. On June 10th, 1912, in Villisca, Iowa, a gruesome discovery shocked the nation. The Moore family, Josiah, Sarah, and their 4 children, along with 2 young guests, Lena and Ina Stillinger, were found bludgeoned to death in their home. An axe, stained with blood, lay nearby, its blade the silent witness to a massacre. The doors were locked from the inside, the curtains drawn, and a chilling detail emerged. A slab of bacon was placed over the bodies, as if to mock the crime. With no suspect in sight, this small town became the epicenter of one of America's most baffling unsolved murders. Villisca, Iowa, was a sleepy agricultural town of just 2,500 souls in 1912, a place where doors were left unlocked and neighbors knew each other by name. Josiah Moore, 43, was a well-liked lumberyard worker, married to Sari, 39, with whom he had 4 children: Herman, 11, Catherine, 10, Boyd, 7, and Paul. On June 9th, the family attended a church event where Catherine invited her friends Lena, 12, and Ina, 8, to sleep over. They returned home around 9:30 p.m., unaware it would be their last night. Sometime after midnight, an intruder entered the house, likely through an unlocked door or window. Using an axe from the Moore's own shed, the killer struck with savage precision. Josiah and Sarah were attacked in their bedroom, their skulls shattered. The children were next, found in their beds with similar wounds, their faces covered with blankets as if to hide the carnage. Lena and Ina, sleeping in the guest room, were also killed, though Lena's defensive wounds suggested a struggle. The killer lingered, placing a bacon slab over the bodies and a bowl of water nearby, gestures that defied explanation. By morning, the town awoke to a silence that would never fade. The discovery came on June 10th when a neighbor, alarmed by the silence, alerted authorities. Police found the house locked from the inside, the axe bloodied, and a kerosene lamp with the chimney removed, suggesting the killer used it to navigate. Initial theories pointed to a local drifter or a family acquaintance, but no footprints or fingerprints were found. The coroner noted the wounds were inflicted with overwhelming force, ruling out a spontaneous act. Suspects emerged quickly. A man seen near the house that night, later identified as William Mansfield, was questioned. His own family had been murdered similarly in Illinois. Reverend George Kelly, a traveling minister with a history of mental instability, confessed but later recanted, claiming a vision drove him to the crime. Both were investigated, but alibis and lack of evidence cleared them. The investigation stalled as national media descended, turning Villisca into a circus. By 1917, all leads dried up, and the case was shelved, leaving a town haunted by unanswered questions. Decades passed, but the case refused to die. In 1994, the Villisca Axe Murder House was restored and opened as a museum, drawing investigators and enthusiasts. Forensic analysis of the crime scene in 2013 revealed new details. The killer likely stood over 5 feet 8 inches due to the axe's angle, and hair samples suggested a male perpetrator. A 2017 reinvestigation by the Iowa Division of Criminal Investigation, DCY, uncovered a cigarette butt near the house, possibly linked to the killer, but DNA testing yielded no matches. Rumors persisted of a traveling salesman or a jealous lover tied to Sarah Moore, but no concrete evidence emerged. In 2020, a descendant of Josiah Moore pushed for advanced DNA testing, yet the results remained inconclusive. The house, now a paranormal hotspot, attracts tourists, but each new clue, be it a footprint or a whispered confession, leads to another dead end. The killer's identity remains as elusive as ever. The Villisca Axe Murders left an indelible mark on Iowa and beyond. In 1912, the town's population dwindled as fear gripped residents, who began locking doors for the first time. The media frenzy dubbed it the Villisca Horror, with newspapers like the Des Moines Register fueling national panic. The case inspired books, documentaries, and even a 2016 horror film, The Axe Murders of Villisca, though locals criticized its sensationalism. Survivors, including the Moore's extended family, lived with grief and suspicion, some believing the killer was a neighbor. The house became a symbol of America's lost innocence, drawing paranormal investigators who claimed to hear children's voices. For Villisca, the murders remain a wound that never heals, a reminder of a night that changed everything. Who wielded the axe that night? Was it William Mansfield seeking revenge after his own family's murder? Or Reverend George Kelly, driven by a deranged vision? Some theorize a traveling salesman angered by a business deal with Josiah, while others point to a cult ritual linked to the bacon and water performed by a secret group. Historian Randy Myers suggests a jealous lover of Sarah's, though no evidence supports this. The lack of a clear motive only deepens the enigma. The Villisca house stands today, its walls whispering tales of that June night. In 2014, a mock trial acquitted Kelly, but the DCI keeps the case open, awaiting a DNA breakthrough. Was it a lone madman, a calculated killer, or something more sinister? The truth lies buried with the Moores and Stillingers. So, what do you think happened that fateful night in Villisca? Was it a lone madman, a vengeful killer, or something even more sinister? Share your theories in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed unraveling this chilling mystery with us, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more unsolved cases that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's solve these mysteries together.